Oh, welcome back. Well, I sold the plow that we had and bought a slightly larger one, not by much, only a couple of meters, but um, actually 4 meters, not a couple of meters, because I think that was 6 point something and this is 10 point something. So I thought, you know what, this would be a slightly better plow to own, um, and we got ourselves, I think, about $1,000. No, probably about $600 extra in the bank because of that. So yeah, come on. We have one more field to plow, and we're still continuing the seeding um, of poppy seeds in that particular field. I still haven't finished going around the 3 times. Uh, so we will go around the 3 times, and then we will get the worker to do it, to do the rest. I like these tractors that they're a bit faster than the John Deeres and all that sort of stuff. So tiny bit more. I think we can turn the beacons off now. Trying to remember, this the field that we have on plow? No, it's the other field. We've plowed this. We're actually working in it with seeding it right now, so we don't need to go down that path anymore. There is one thing that I want to do here. It's kind of been bugging me all along. And that is these bits over here that the worker missed. You can get rid of all of these. Might as well clean all these things up, eh? Alright, we'll get the worker to do the rest here. Now I did bring the weight to the tractor. It doesn't really make any difference. Okay, let's... It doesn't seem to want to make any difference whatsoever. So it's not making it go faster. I assume that maybe having a better grip would cause it to work better, or at least pull better. But no. Maybe putting double twin wheels on it, maybe that will improve. But I don't know. It don't matter. It's doing all right. 9-10 kilometers an hour. That's plenty. I don't think we need to go any faster than that. We're making up for the slowness on our up the hill. We're making up for it as we're going downhill. And I wonder what happened here. Oh, the worker came and plowed that. So we need to go and fix it now. It looks like he kind of went over on quite a few of them. Okay, so that's right here is the end of where he went over. We need to go back up the mountain and come back with our third row. There's quite a difference between driving on the plowed section and driving on the seeded section. And I've noticed that there's actually a difference even in if you're driving over plowed fields that have lime on them versus just plowed fields, which is really strange in the dynamics, the way the dynamics work now. Oops. Now I'm gonna do it this way first. Then we'll come back and do the other bit. The reason that I did it like that, because the worker will get confused when it comes to that, and who knows what he'll end up doing. Very interesting the way the dynamics work. um, quite close to realistic, isn't it? I mean, um, the fact that the fact that you can get in a game where the game knows that it's plowed field or anything of that matter and actually knows to slow down or struggle as it's going up a hill or whatever, it is quite well put together. And this is where Farming Simulator does really good in the dynamics versus a lot of other farming games. Where it fails, in my opinion, Farming Simulator is in the timber side of things and the pallet side of things. Anyone that's ever worked with a forklift will know that you don't really have those kind of issues with forklifts like what you do here. And with I haven't really done any timber as such, but yeah, I don't think you would struggle that much with picking up timber. This is what we seem to do here. This is why I auto-load things. I watch other YouTubers that try, and they do want to do obviously the realistic side of things, but yeah, it's just too much pain to try and get anywhere near realistic side of things as far as doing any type of field work as such when it comes to picking up objects or anything of that matter. It's just way too unrealistic. So we'll go with headlands off, just up and down. Okay, and we'll let the worker have fun with this field, and we'll see. Actually, should I have tried? You know what? Maybe if I remember next time I will try. Anyway, we'll time-lapse some of this. I'm not quite sure how much of it, but we will time-lapse some of it. And I'll do my best to sort of try and make sense out of it. Looks like he's just about done. Oh, just about. Still pretty good. Pretty good for the amount of time that it took. It's actually quite good. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll probably cut it here and then actually start again in April. We'll let him do his work. The light is starting to be not so good, so we'll start again in April. All right, so morning. Come on. Let's untag whatever we've got tagged. What do we have? Untag, okay. We are going to put soybeans in this field right here. Okay, we would put soybeans if we had a planter. Okay, so what else can we plant? Sorghum. Beets, we don't want to do beets. We don't want to do poppy seeds. We've done that. Mustard. Mm-hmm. Could plant onions, but we don't have a harvester for that. Where's mustard? Okay, no. So it's gonna be sorghum. That's sort of a bit of a dilemma, isn't it? I could put poppy seeds, but I don't want to do poppy seeds again. I don't have a harvester for spinach. I could do rice. Could I? Or is that a... No, I can't do rice. What about linseed? When can I do that? Linseed was last month. Okay, so we're pretty much not going to be doing anything. And I'm fine with that. That's fine. We've got... I'm going to be on this screen forever. We've got two fields that are waiting to be harvested, to be planted. What am I talking about? Harvested. So, you know, we could look at buying some new fields when we got ourselves a bit of cash, which we don't at the moment. You know, obviously the fields around us would be fantastic. Don't know where the entry in that one is, but oh, that's a good field to buy. 147,000. What do we have in? So we got a little bit of barley, but no point selling that. We got a little bit of poppy, so we got some rye. Oh, but that's kind of... And we got wheat, but again, well, we don't need that, but we might be looking at maybe buying some sort of production. Okay, so we're desperately gonna need a planter. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at... Why do I press that button? Contracts. Cultivating. Fertilizing. Do I own a cultivator? I have a plow. No cultivator, just plow. Okay, so the only thing that we could do is fertilizing. So we'll obviously accept this one because it's right next to us. And we'll accept this one. It's not too far from us either. Okay, so you can stay here for now. That's okay, you can stay there for now. Okay, so it has improved a tiny little bit, but not nowhere near as much as it should have. Okay, let's go and do some of this fertilizing. So where am I going from here? Going down? And then we're going up. Can I go this way or not? Let's have a look. I don't think I can. No, definitely not, because there's a railway there. Wow, why is it reversing so slow? And why do I do this? I can just do this, can't I? I don't know how you would cross. I wonder if I could cross this way. I doubt it. So it would be through here that you would cross, right? But let's go to this field up here first. Look at the beautiful way they've designed the road here. Wow. I am going the right way, right? Yep. It always amazes me when I see the maps that people come up with these days. And I mean, Oxygen David, when he used to create the maps in 15, 17 and so on, they were fantastic maps anyway, but they're just next level, aren't they? They really are next level. I don't know how people have so much time and energy to to actually build a map like this. Wow, look at this. Just amazing, isn't it? The thing that would be amazing is if you could actually go inside of it. I don't think so. I don't expect that to be the case. Yeah. That would have been... Look at the gate. Wow. So the gate actually opens. I didn't expect that either, to be really honest. Yeah, it's just next level. I always find it amazing when you see people complaining and whinging and carrying on. Yeah, it's just the amount of work that it would go into creating a map like this is just unbelievable. You physically couldn't even imagine that the amount of work that it would go into something like this. Just amazing how slow this tractor is at reversing. Come on. 5 kilometers an hour. Alright, we'll get this contract done. That is one thing that I like about the fact that they've introduced contracts on maps, is the fact that you get to see the whole map. And as you can see out of this map, it is a fantastic map. It really, really looks as good as, you know, in real life almost. I think if you had probably a really powerful computer, you could make it look like you're right there. I think I'm driving on the wrong side. There's little bits and pieces that you can clearly see that they're not really the right that they're a bit cartoonish, but in reality this is very close to well, in game this is very close to reality. almost done with this contract as well. We are done with it. Let's untag it and collect the money. Where is this 58? Sorry, 59? Just down the road. Anyway, I'll go and do that contract. Might put some of it in or may not. Look at that. That is so UK. It's not funny. There's a water crossing here somewhere. And I've come here before and I went the wrong way, right in episode 1. And I believe back there somewhere there is a really nice water crossing. Okay, that's... Oh, even when it's empty, still does this 5 km/h thing. Anyway, I will continue to get all this done, and I'll see you in the next episode. So have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. You're not gonna believe it. The same field number 28, we just fertilized that one, is back again. So I'm gonna do it again. I was actually considering of just buying. Let's get this guy going first. Create job. I'm trying to remember where the entry was. I'm pretty sure that it was around here somewhere. Okay, you know what? It's probably unreachable because set destination. Let's see if this will work. Now, I wasn't going to obviously record this, but nobody would have believed me if I said, hey, we've got to do that job again.